Hey friends, please like and subscribe for more amazing stories. I felt like a fool when I realized I had left my lunch at home. I could have eaten out, but I was working hard to save up money to buy a new home, one that was big enough to start a family with my beautiful wife, Erin. But when I walked in unannounced, I was horrified. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Erin and I knew each other throughout high school and couldn't wait to get married. We moved away from our hometown and bought a small house to fix up together before we upgraded and could start a new family. One of our first friends was our new neighbor, Fred. Hey, new neighbors. If you ever need anything, my name is Fred.
Nice to meet you. This is my husband, Victor, and I'm Erin.
Fred was a nice guy, and I relied on him much sooner than planned. We had a small flood in our bathroom, and I turned to him to help me fix the pipes. Whew, thanks for all the help. I don't know what I would have done without you. Of course, what else are neighbors for? Fred became a friend to us. He would come over to have dinner with Erin and me, and would invite us to events with him. He was even there for my wife when she had a flat tire, and I was stuck at work.
You're such a great friend, Fred. Thank you.
I'm always here for you both. Fred was a friend I could trust, and I thought I was lucky to find such a great person by accident. But, little did I know, there was much more to the story. When I rushed home on my lunch break the day I forgot my lunch, I noticed Erin was nowhere to be found. Erin, where are you? I looked everywhere and knew that something had to be wrong. It wasn't like her to disappear in the middle of the day, and all of her belongings were still inside the house. I decided to check our bedroom. Perhaps she wasn't feeling well and needed to lie down. As I opened the door, I stumbled upon the scene that made me fall to my knees. Erin was in bed with someone else, and he was hiding under the blankets.
Victor? Honey, what are you doing home so early? I can explain.
What's going on here? Who is that?
It's nothing.
She was lying directly to my face like I was blind. There was clearly someone moving around in the bed, and they were clearly too scared to show themselves. You can't hide from me. Show yourself. When the blanket was pulled back, I couldn't believe my eyes. It was Fred in bed with my wife. Fred? Get out of my house and leave my wife alone.
Honey, no. You've got it all wrong. This isn't Fred.
How stupid did the two of them think I was? All you do is lie. She's right. I'm not Fred. That is my twin brother. My name is Ted. I didn't know what to think. In the time I knew Fred, he never said a word about his family, let alone a twin brother. Was it another lie? I stormed out of the room and tried to gather my thoughts, but they followed after me.
I'm so sorry. It just happened. I don't know what I was thinking.
She didn't tell me she was married. Everyone out of my house. I have to return to work, and I don't want to see either of you again. I still couldn't figure out if the man talking to me was indeed Fred or not. So, on my way back to work, I prepared for the worst and called him. Fred, I need you to tell the truth, man to man. Are you sleeping with my wife? Sleeping with Erin? Absolutely not. Where is this coming from? I went home unannounced, and there was someone in my bed who looked just like you. He said he's your brother, but I don't know what to believe anymore. Fred was quiet for a while, and then told me that he did have a twin brother he never talked about. He never talked about Ted before because they had a falling out and stopped speaking. But recently, they reconnected, and he was in town to visit. Fred profusely apologized, but I assured him it wasn't his fault. It seemed like he was equally as mad at his brother as I was at Erin. I had no choice but to file for divorce. Erin tried to plead with me, but I wasn't having it. It helped that she wasn't having an affair with our friend, but her actions were still inexcusable. In the process of the divorce, Fred told me he cut ties with his brother too. I thought he had changed, and that it would be okay to let him in my life again. But he immediately proved that he was still the horrible person as before. I feel like such a fool. Erin isn't who I thought she was either. Maybe she and Ted deserve each other. What I was going through wasn't easy or anything to joke about, but having Fred there helped. He was betrayed too. It was nice to have someone to lean on. I'm so angry at him. I don't want Ted's actions to ruin our friendship. I know what you mean, but you aren't responsible for what your brother did. If Aaron was going to have an affair that easily, then it was only a matter of time anyways. I didn't want Fred to think that any of it was his fault. We were both surrounded by bad people and circumstances. He went to the courthouse with me for the final hearing, and Aaron looked shocked to see him. She even approached us after we were officially declared divorced.
I can't believe you chose Victor's side, Fred! You and I were also friends! And it's your brother's fault this happened to begin with!
Victor is my friend, and I'm here for him. You made your choices, and so did my brother.
He seduced me! And lied about not knowing I was married!
Her words meant nothing to Fred. Nevertheless, he remained loyal to our friendship. That was all I could ask for in a true friend. I finally had enough money to buy a new house, and Fred bought the one next door. I would never have guessed that my neighbor would become my best friend and be there for me through thick and thin. Good friends can show up in the most unlikely places. Always cherish them. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.